Hello and welcome to Still Got Legs, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast brought to you by Another Happy Studios. This week the Earth's being drilled, graves aren't filled, and a beautiful lizard lady might be killed.
I'm liking them less and less. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Still Got Legs, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast. My name is Nathan. This is the only Doctor Who Rewatch podcast in the world. I got thrown off there. I don't know what happened. My name is Nathan. As always, I'm joined by my wonderful companion as we go on this adventure through time and space. And his name is Lawrence Thomas Heisey. Hello. Good sir.
Hello, Nathan. I was thrown off by you last week telling me that I wouldn't keep the rhyming up, so I threw 3 rhymes in there this week.
Did you throw in 3 rhymes?
Well, no, technically I threw in a word and then rhymed it twice.
Yeah, so that's not 3 rhymes.
Okay, but then last week I had 1 rhyme, so it's still a net positive on rhymes.
Okay.
The graph go up, Nathan.
Yeah, but I don't like it. I don't know.
Look, it wasn't my favourite one. I tried a few iterations. I wasn't happy with any of them. This was the one that I landed on 5 seconds before we started recording. So.
Okay, and therein lies the issue.
Yeah, well, look, like you never had a miss, all right?
No, they were all hits. All
That
hits
can't
all the
be true.
time. No, all hits all the time. I challenge you to go back and find a dud.
Oh, I'm going to do it now because I only need to listen to the first 5 seconds of every episode.
Sure, then. Go for it.
I will. I'm doing it right now. Everyone wait. I haven't found any yet. Oh, you're not happy about this. You're just like, Lawrence, stop, please.
Well, I'm waiting.
All right, I'm done. All right, fine. Carry on.
Did you find any?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Stop it now. I put myself on the spot, but now you're forcing me to stay here. Stop.
Well, there we go. Anyway, it's Doctor Who podcast time, Lawrence. It's podcast o'clock. I'm ready to podcast. Are you ready to podcast, or are you busy not making TikToks?
Okay. One came out today.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware that one came out in the past 3 weeks. Okay?
Can I say my
And
trademark
why
thing?
did that one come out, Lawrence?
Nathan may or may not have rung me and said, heads up, I will go less harsh on you if you put out a TikTok today. But you have about 9 hours from the time of calling.
It was about 10.
Okay, look, I had 10. Yeah, I got one done. I was proud of it. It was a quick one. It was on a Sexy River song one as well, so...
You got one done. Well done. I'm proud of you.
Well, maybe I made a batch. Maybe I want to spread
Did
them
you?
out. No.
Okay, so there you go.
I couldn't lie.
I'm expecting to see one tomorrow as well.
Oh, no.
So, there we go.
Oh, that was far less harsh than I thought you'd be. So I'm happy about this. Unless you've got a big barrage of insults you're waiting to read.
If that one wasn't there, it would have been a lot worse. Okay. Okay. So look, I'm still expecting to see more. Okay.
Yeah. Call me a masochist, but delay your having a go at me unless I post at least another 2 this week.
And when does this week end for you?
Oh, recording date. So I've got a week. I've got 7 days from today.
Wait, no, that's not this week. That's a week. It's not this week. This week ends on Sunday, okay?
Wait, no, but that wasn't what I mean. I meant podcast week.
No. I'm not giving you a whole other week.
I'm not doing 2 more. It's already Wednesday.
Had 3 of them.
All right, fine. I take it back. I don't want to hear you ever go at me, and I'm beholden to no terms.
I want more TikToks. That's what I want.
Okay. You're like that Spider-Man guy. Just goes, "Rend," but instead just shouting TikToks at me down an alleyway.
Yeah, it's true.
Anyway, it's Doctor Who podcast time. I think that's
it
what
is.
you
It's
said.
Doctor Who podcast time. It's still got legs. It's episode 68 of this wonderful show. Next week is the big one. This is, of course, season 5, episode 8, The Hungry Earth.
Ooh.
Written by Chris Chibnall, directed by Ashley Way. Ooh.
Is this the first Chib appearance?
It is. The first of the... I believe so. I might be wrong.
So I didn't want to say it. I wasn't sure.
Hold on, let me... Oh, fuck. No, he wrote 42.
Yeah, I remember that now, yeah.
Yeah, he wrote 42.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Well, he hasn't been back in a while then.
No, he's done a lot of Torchwood.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's been doing a lot of torture in between. But yes, this is the first time he's appeared since 2007 with 42. So there we go.
I remember thinking 42 was just pretty average as well.
I remember liking 42. It was a good fun time.
That was one of the first ones that I've really been shocked that we had a differing opinion on. I thought that was largely regarded as a pretty whatever episode.
No, it's a good fun time.
Well, there you are.
I enjoyed it.
I can't argue with straight facts, Nathan. All right.
Okay.
That's just moving us on.
Okay.
Where are you at with this one? What are your general thoughts?
Where are you at with this one?
I like it. I think it's it's a good thing that it's quite quick in its pacing. I think because it very easily could slow down and be a little bit dull in parts. But I think whenever it does slow down, it's quite interesting. It's a good episode about kind of a good set of characters. You get a little. It doesn't beat you over the head with how their human behavior is. Some of them respond quite well to what the Doctor's preaching, and others disagree, but maybe we'll get more of that next week. I genuinely don't know. I can't remember anything about next week. I think it's good that it's quick. I was quite surprised when the credits rolled, and I was like, oh, fuck. I thought we were 20 minutes in here. So
That's always a good sign.
Sign. Definitely.
Yeah. Does anyone have any MASH?
Oh, are you serious?
No,
You're
I'm
throwing
joking.
these out.
No, I'm joking.
Okay, good. You were about to get real willy-nilly with these.
I just wanted to wind you up. I do like it, though. I think it's good. I think the general consensus of this, and I had a look at the emails, I had a look at the tweets. A lot of people are like, and I'm like, hey, it's good fun stuff, I like it. I don't think there's anything wrong with this episode. I think wherein lies the issue, Lawrence, is the fact that last week we had one of the greatest episodes of Doctor Who, which is Amy's Choice.
Yes.
After the two-parter next week, we have Vincent and the Doctor, which is what literally often labeled as the best Doctor Who episode of all time, okay?
Yeah.
And it's sandwiched in between these two big, hard-hitting stories, and I feel like it's often forgotten about because of that, really. Because it's not, it's not worlds-changing, it's not doing, fucking huge, groundbreaking stuff or anything, but it's a good, fun Doctor Who time. There's a lot to enjoy here, I think.
This. I completely confused this episode with one that is in season 6.
You thought it was Come Doctor?
I thought it was Come. I didn't know if you were going to say it. I did. I thought it was Come Doctor. I genuinely have no recollection of watching this, and that's why
Trust
I said
me, I'll say worse than that in this episode.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, little sizzle.
Oh Jesus Christ. All right. Should we get into it?
I would love to get into it, Lawrence.
Beautiful stuff. The Welsh accents are back.
Well, yes, because we're in Wales, Lawrence.
Yeah, I know, but they went away for a little bit whilst they were doing Ledworth and not Wales as the home turf for companions.
Okay, great. So you're immediately on the defensive. You're not here. You're
I didn't realise it was
this.
this big of a thing, right? I've seen in the Discord, I've seen in tweets that's oh, I wonder if Lawrence hates it. I'm not racist.
You are. You're racist against the Welsh, Lawrence. You hate them. Clearly.
I make some off-the-cuff jokes, which I feel like you do as well.
No, not about the Welsh, I don't. I love the Welsh.
I don't know enough about the Welsh to not like them.
And therein lies the issue. Your ignorance. Okay.
Oh, God. All right. I see how I teed myself up for that. I do.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on? There's a father and son, and they're learning to read. No, hang on. Not the dad isn't learning how to read.
We open on a small Welsh mining village, Lawrence. And father and son are reading The Gruffalo. I don't know if you know this, but it's a children's story about a fearsome and gruesome creature who is actually not as scary as they might seem. And I wonder if that might have any significance to the story. But moving on.
I like these country vibes. I like that he's cycling to work. He's saying no one loves you more than me to his son, winding up his wife a little bit. I like it. It's a wholesome family time.
What does that have to do with country vibes?
Just the imagery of him riding a little bicycle down a country road.
But why does him saying he loves his son more than his... Why is that? Country vibes.
I don't know. It's just wholesome.
Those big city dads, they never love their son.
It's just wholesome. It feels more wholesome. I can't explain it. You know as well.
They're too busy at the office. They're never telling their son they love him. They're too busy buying stocks or whatever.
Yeah, they're too busy daytime trading.
Exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's truth in that. But do you not feel that it's a wholesome country vibe?
Of course, I don't know. I'm uncomfortable with the phrasing of wholesome country vibe, if I'm being honest. But I will agree that it's wholesome. Yes.
Yeah. Why? Oh, so you just don't want to reserve wholesome for just the country folk? Is that right?
Oh, the country folk again. That just makes me.
Why?
It seems so patronising.
It's not. I live in the countryside.
You barely.
Oh.
It seems very patronising.
It's not, but it's not meant to be. It's coming from a place of pure love.
Okay.
It looks like an idyllic little fucking space to live and to grow up.
It looks like a horrible space to live. There's nothing there. It's literally a row. It's literally a row of houses and a big drill.
Yeah, but that's a nice peace and I say peace and quiet. There is a big drill.
There's a big drill.
Right, take away the drill and it's nice and peaceful. You see him cycling. He's having a wicked time.
I think you just want to get a bike, Lawrence. I think that's what you want.
I don't. I've got my treadmill. Did you get my video I sent you?
Fuck off. I did. Yes, I did. Thank you.
I thought you'd like it.
Sure, yes. Just you walking on a treadmill while watching Confidential. Yeah.
It's wholesome country vibes.
Fuck off.
All right, the drill, everyone's cheering. The drill's reached 21 kilometers into the earth. No one has ever drilled this far into the earth.
Yes, I haven't bothered to look up whether or not that's true. Let's just assume that it is, okay?
At least, look, the one thing I know for certain is it is probably true for 2010.
Yeah, but this episode is not set in 2010, Lawrence.
Oh, then, yes, I see the problem.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? I don't know. Maybe someone's emailed some trivia in that will tell us this.
I don't think they have. I'm just going to look it up now.
Okay.
The deepest reach is 12,000 meters.
Fucking hell.
So nowhere near. Literally about 10k off. 9k.
There we are then.
When was that? Yeah, the deepest hole we've ever dug. This was in 2019, I think. Well, that's at least when this article was posted.
So an ambitious crew of Welsh people had 1 year to go. No, fuck.
Oh, wait, no. Apparently this was in during the Cold War, in like the 60s or whatever.
What were they drilling with back then?
Probably a drill, Lawrence. Drill's not new technology.
Just shovels.
The Kola Super Deep Borehole, the deepest man-made hole on Earth and deepest artificial point on Earth, the 40,230 feet deep, 12.2k kilometers. Construction is so deep that locals swear you can hear screams of the souls. It took the Soviets almost 20 years to drill this far. So, yeah, looks like it hasn't been beaten yet. So, wrong.
Yeah. Let's take that, Chris Chibnall.
You're wrong. This does fall into one of my favourite categories of Doctor Who episodes, which was episode that at the time of broadcast was set in the future, but now is set in the past. It's a niche category, and it doesn't come up often, but when it does, it's such a little treat.
Was Fear Her the last one?
Fear Her was the last one, yes, 2012, and before that, Dalek again, 2012. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah,
yeah, same year.
As soon as they said it was set in 2020, I was like, knowing when season 5 came out, I was like, oh, Nathan's gonna love this. This is right up his alley.
And also 2020.
Oh, what a year!
quite a big year for the history books. Fucking no masks, no social distancing. No.
What were you thinking, Chris Chibnall? All right,
this is outrageous.
As if your reputation wasn't bad enough. As if people didn't like you enough.
How could you not predict COVID? Come on,
for God's sake, Chris Chibnall. Jesus. Another reason to the pile, Nathan.
Do you ever? I'm not contributing to that.
No, I'm being a little parody.
No,
man.
I know. Do you ever think about like the before COVID times, and it just seems like such a fucking different world than the one we live in now?
Yeah, I was trying to work out like what year something happened.
I think we should have a calendar reset. Okay.
Okay, yeah, before the end times.
No, we can still be. It can be like BC still, but it's before COVID. No,
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're in year what 4? Well, it's vague.
3 technically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is it really gone though? It's still.
Look at us debating calendars when we can't work out simple maths.
Yeah. We can just call this or AO after outbreak. Or PO post outbreak.
But then what if there's a more serious outbreak? Then what do we do?
Well, fuck it. This is what we base our calendar on, though. Okay.
This just outbreaks.
This is what we've decided. Okay. So we're in the year 4. Now.
We could do it before the Battle of Yavin style, like before the Battle of COVID. Oh no, hang on.
No.
Wait, does that mean our calendar is called BBC?
No.
What, Nathan? I'm talking about the network behind Doctor Who. What are you thinking of?
Say something that my mind immediately went to. Not the Broadcasting Corporation. Let's move on.
Right, so everyone's having a clap. 21 kilometers into the Earth, a big achievement. And then, unfortunately, the dad who has been cycling, what a shit start to his shift. It all goes dark. There's a big shake, and he goes to investigate. I feel like there should be more people here for an achievement of this magnitude. There's like 3 people on the shift.
But he's like doing the night shift though, isn't he? He's like everyone was on the day shift, and then they were like, yeah, we did it, 21K, and then they all go home, and now he's just watching over it on nights.
He's basically a security guard kind of thing.
Kind of, basically, yeah. It was just security guard / drill operator.
Drill man,
yeah. I don't fucking know.
So he arrives. Then he
doesn't arrive, Lawrence. He gets eaten by the Earth.
Well, he goes to investigate it, but this is like the pinnacle of what not to do in the horror thing, right? You see a big steaming fucking mysterious thing, and he's like, I reckon I'll put my hand right in that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Just cycle back home, mate.
I just pretend I didn't see it.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, just at the very least, I don't know. Do they have police there? It's a small town.
Do they have police?
Well, you don't see them, do you?
They won't have a police station in the town. First of all, the woman calls for the police, okay, and she mistakes Rory for the police. So that should be your first indicator.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Second of all, they don't have police in the town, but they do have police in Wales, Lawrence. It's not a fucking...
I didn't say this. No, you're doing that thing where you make out like I said something I didn't.
But that's what it sounds like.
No, I wondered if they had local police in this little space.
Why would they not have police there?
How about they never turn up?
Did anyone call them?
Yeah, you just said the woman called them. Oh, I just rang the police. Maybe this man's wheeled his box here.
Yeah, but there was also a big fucking shield thing as well.
Oh, the One Division shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Westview shield.
Yeah.
So anyway, what's going on? He gets pulled in. He gets sucked down into the Earth, and we get the sting. Big old sting. Cold open is done. Nathan, they land in Rio, or do they?
No, it's not Rio. No, they emerge in the same little mining village. A village is generous. Again, it's a row of houses, a church, and the drill. Okay. Yeah.
It's like that town they built in Oppenheimer.
You'll jump at any chance to mention this fucking movie.
But it is like that. They make a church and they make some houses, and that's it.
I'm not gonna speak any more about this movie. Okay, I refuse. Okay,
fine.
They emerge from the TARDIS ready to see Rio, but they're instead in this little Welsh village. The Doctor's got it wrong again. Bless him.
I like that he's immediately just like fine with it though. Like he's like just immediately notices the ground is like a bit different, and he starts bouncing.
On it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. The ground feels strange, he says, as he starts bouncing on his boots.
He's very fixated on it. Meanwhile, Amy and Rory are just kind of stood there like, oh, please don't. Like, you know when you like, it feels like your mum like meets someone in a supermarket and you're like, please don't.
No,
like,
God, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, it feels like that for them too. They're just like, oh, he landed somewhere. For God's sake, now he's interested in something.
I'm 30 years old and I haven't had to deal with that in probably about 15 years, but I was still like, oh, yeah, God, I hate that.
Yeah, but the memories scar you, Nathan.
It does, yeah.
They do. You're like, I don't care. Yeah. You're like, oh, this is my eldest. And you're like, oh, don't make me talk.
I was not the eldest.
No, nor was I, to be honest.
Yeah, you wasn't the eldest.
I was just saying something that mums say. Okay. I could have just said, this is my youngest. That would have worked too.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Something peculiar happens, Nathan, that I have questions about.
Shut up. I like that. They're not in Rio. And Amy and Rory are quite like upset about that because obviously they wanted to go to Rio. But for the Doctor, he doesn't care. It's just as exciting for him. Like Rio, Wales, same difference. It's all it's all just as exciting and as intriguing to him. So he's all right. He's having a good time.
It's planet. Whereas these two have grown up in Ledworth, and they're just like, we don't need more hills.
This is more Ledworth. Yeah.
No, I do like that. He's got like the same amount of intrigue as just a graveyard in Wales than he would do in Rio or anywhere else.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
There's some people waving across the way.
It's Amy and Rory. From the future. What's with the
What? Just I don't know. What does this do for you? Because I don't remember everything. But
what
like,
do you mean? I like it.
Yeah, but does it check out? Does it?
Does it need to? Time can be rewritten. And also,
I guess.
In what happens, it very much can check out. Yeah.
I guess we don't see him. We can't decipher any ages, I guess.
No. In the timeline, it very much checks out in the timeline. In the established timeline of how long Amy and Rory are with the Doctor, it very much checks out.
Okay. All right. Then my other question, does it kind of... I guess if the time can be rewritten thing, maybe not, but like, does it like narratively kind of feel a bit weird? Like that it's just like...
First of all, by the end of next week's episode, by the end of the story, it will change, okay? Second of all, what was you going to say?
Well, no, just like, does it like... Is it an odd choice from a writer to narratively be like, and these two are fine, they'll stay fine, here they are fine.
But he's not saying that, though. That's the thing. The story's not over. You're basing that on this first part alone. Okay?
Well, I only know one thing that happens next week. That's the ending of what happens to a certain character is the only thing I know about next week.
Lauren, shut up, spoilers. Okay, but you're basing that view off this episode alone, and that's not fair. Okay, because the story's not over.
No, I guess. All right, fine. It's one part, I guess.
And I like it. I think it's interesting. Why not have them show up? They're not going there and being like, hey, well, this happens. Hey, let's go talk to each other, and everything like that. They're keeping a distance. They're waving from afar. They're just having a little trip down memory lane.
I do like that concept of like the Doctor being like, oh, humans are so nostalgic for everything, and I like the idea that they've kind of totted along and gone, oh, this is, let's get here for that specific time. It's quite cute.
It's very cute. Yeah.
Amy's surprised that they're still together in 10 years. Amy, stop.
Is she surprised? She's more... I don't know.
It feels like a half joke. Like, it feels like you could get away with it as a joke.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe it's odd after the last couple of episodes. So...
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. Anyway, so off they go. The Doctor kind of is like, no, I'm investigating this. The ground's weird. I'm going to go see what's going on. There's a big old drill. Let's go.
He loves a big old drill.
He does.
He wants to go see the big drill.
But Amy is wearing her engagement ring.
Yeah, and Rory's not happy about it.
He's not.
How dare you wear your engagement ring?
No, but I can get amongst this kind of thing, right? Like, this is... They're fucking expensive, all right?
How much did you pay for your wife's
I'm
engagement
obviously
ring?
not doing this.
Go on, let's stay. Let's find out.
No, I'd tell you, but I don't trust you to cut it from this.
I already know.
Do you?
I think so, yeah.
I know I ran it by you, because I was like, what a deal.
No, it was a deal, yeah. Isn't it
I wasn't cheap about it. It just happened to be on a very good day.
In my head, it's around about...
No.
Okay. How much was it?
Will you cut it?
Yeah, I'll cut it, yeah.
It was about...
That's too much.
Okay. I'm not going to incriminate myself. I'm not going to say this. I'm not going to say if I think that's too much or not.
I'll keep this in and I'll say this. That's too much, okay?
Don't keep the amount in.
No, I'm not keeping the amount in, no.
Okay, fine.
But I will say that it's too much to spend on one thing that does not have wheels and drives or is not electrical in any way.
But it's what it symbolizes, Nathan.
If I can't edit videos on it, all right, then I should not be spending that amount of money on that. But
it's what it symbolizes, okay? So I can sympathize with Rory, what Rory's saying here. Like, you're going into a mining town.
Could have got a mortgage with that, man.
No, I couldn't have. I very much couldn't have.
Well, you could have got closer to where you are now.
Listen, I'm doing okay, all right? I appreciate the concern.
Jesus.
But yeah, so anyway, that's why I sympathise with Rory's plight here. He doesn't want it to get lost, damaged, or anything to go wrong, basically.
What could go wrong?
We might, I don't know, slip off, get damaged, break, anything. They're going into a mining town. It's going to be filled with concrete and soil. Like,
Once they get it insured, then.
well, yeah, I guess. But I don't know what their situation is.
Do you have it insured?
No, I don't. Well, in a way, but not as directly as you might think.
Do you have home insurance?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have contents included in that? Is the ring included in that?
Yeah.
What's your valuables limit?
The threat, Nathan. I'm not gonna. Why would you want me to say this?
Give me a list of all your valuables
and also my home address and when I'm
your
out.
home address and where they're located in the house.
No, we're not doing this. This is getting too close to home.
Okay.
Yeah, especially because I see you trying to dox me on the Discord as well this week.
I didn't dox you. I was respectful.
I know. I see you considering it though.
Look, I wouldn't give away where you live. Okay?
No, I know. Just my complete.
You're
home
quite
address.
happy to give away where I live.
I asked you, and then I specifically said, "Do you want it cut?"
You said it, and then you asked me.
Yeah, because we were still in full control at that point. It wasn't live. I could change this.
Still, principle.
Anyway, what else is going on? Yeah, Rory takes the ring back to the TARDIS, and then immediately gets mixed up for a plainclothes police officer, which is quite
he's
fun.
greeted by Ambrose and Elliot. Elliot was the little boy from earlier, who they mistake him for a police officer. So first of all, good to see that the perception filter on the TARDIS is working very well. So that's good, because they immediately saw a big blue box that said the police, and they went, "Oh yeah, that'll be us."
That's the one.
That's the one. That's what policemen turn up in these days. That's what police officers turn up in these days, I reckon.
I did wonder this, right? Because it's like, what do you actually think has happened here? Like, you called the police and they went, "Let's wheel this big wooden box up the hill," and then stand in it and wait, and then come out.
Well, you're not supposed to, are you? That's the whole thing about the perception filter. You're not supposed to notice it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
they very clearly do.
Yeah. No, I like it. It's fun. It's good to see Rory kind of out of his element. Like, he wants to help and he wants to like do his part to investigate whatever's going on here, but he's very much just like being told stuff, and he's like,
okay,
oh, interesting.
Yeah, because Clary doesn't have any kind of fucking idea what is going on or what to do about it. He's just like, oh, okay.
And he's not like, he doesn't go with it like the Doctor would. The Doctor would just completely lose all inhibitions and just be like, "I don't care if you think I'm a police officer, but I'm still interested in what you're saying. Let me help." Yeah. Whereas Rory's like trying to maintain that he is a police officer.
He can be a police officer. He'll sometimes say he's a police officer.
Oh, and he does in this. He walks in and he's like, "I'm the drill man."
Yeah, exactly.
But then he immediately loses it.
He'll flash them his psychic paper, and he'll be like, "Yeah, that's the thing." He will often, and I feel like this goes across all doctors as well. They will often like say they are this person, like from the fucking, I don't know, Ministry of Drill Studies Incorporated or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'll just get too caught up in what's going on and just let that entire disguise slip and just start, doing normal doctor talk. Basically.
Yeah, once they're through the door, they'll immediately just fucking give up on it. And it's like, oh, well, I'm here now and you need my help, so what are you going to do, kick me out? I don't think so.
The Doctor does some sonicking and entering. And the Doctor does some sonicking and entering.
Very good.
It's difficult to say, okay?
I like this. It's the... when was the... Does 11 use his Sonic all that much? I feel like I'm not seeing him use it all that much. There's less Sonic talk in Season 5.
I think he's using it enough, yeah.
Trying to, recall other things. He scans a lot more. I'm talking, does he use it to practically open doors as much as 9 and 10 did?
I don't know.
Because he's always brandishing it. I know this is a bizarre question, but I thought about it while watching the episode. I don't think I've seen him open a door for a while.
Okay. I can't tell you the exact time. Well, he opened a door with it last week.
What did
in the
he
butcher
do
shop.
Yes. Anyway, my next note. No.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, what's going on? So, Yeah, they're basically bodies.
Stop saying what's going on.
I'm just trying to fill time to find my note.
I can cut time.
The graves are empty. Bodies are missing.
All right, you don't know where you are. You don't know what's going on.
That's what's going on.
You don't know where you are. What is going on? Okay.
That is what's going on.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, because my next note does say a body was taken from the grave.
Fuck you.
Okay, so a body's been taken from the grave. Okay?
Oh, good point, Nathan. Thanks for bringing this up.
Thank you. A body was taken from the grave. It's quite spooky.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a very long scene. They immediately cut back to someone else.
It's true. Yeah, it's true. They cut back to the doctor tasting some blue grass.
Yeah, and Amy asks, "Have you always been this disgusting?" And he says, "No, that's recent." No, it's not. It's really 10 was always licking shit and doing weird bits.
That's recent in the grand scheme of things.
Oh yeah,
in
true.
907 years, the last 7 are pretty recent.
Yeah, I guess so. And 10 having like the world's shortest fucking lived incarnation as well.
I mean, Ninth Doctor was pretty short as well.
Oh no, but oh yeah, I guess. Yeah. We always joke about, why do we never joke about 9 being really, how long was 9 alive for? Do we know? Because we meet him, we don't see him start. We don't see him begin.
We kind of do. We kind of do.
In a while, yeah.
Yeah. We see the regeneration.
Yeah.
From...
As much as they're legally allowed to show us.
Yes. We see as much as they're legally allowed to show us in the regeneration. And then in the episode Rose, it seems like it's pretty recent because he's seeing himself for the first time in that episode.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, with the ears in the mirror.
Yeah, exactly. So, not a huge amount of time. And that takes place over, like, what? A few months, a year.
So it may even be shorter than 10 then.
Oh, it definitely is, I think, yeah.
Huh. Why do we never bully 9? We always bully 10 about being alive for like an hour or something.
Because 10 deserves to be bullied.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, he's a little bitch.
And it happened twice.
And it happened twice, yeah.
Well, sort of.
Yeah.
Anyway, we spoke about this. The Doctor flashes his psychic paper. He poses as a drill inspector. And, notes that there's a big old hole. And he's wondering what's that going on? Because you've got 2 folk inspecting it. Tony,
Mac, and Nazreen.
That's right, yeah, Nazreen. And they're like, what the fuck is this? Where's this hole come from? Where's our guy, who is his son-in-law, I think?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Tony's son-in-law.
Yeah.
So they're concerned, and I like how immediately they're like, because they're quite proud of their drill and their newest achievement of the 21
Well, it's a world record. They should be.
They should be.
It should be big news. They should have fucking the news down there to be like, oh, and here's Tony and Nazreen who have drilled 21k into the earth. A new record. And
instead, they've just got this idiot walking in and being like, big hole.
Yeah, big hole. Big hole take people?
Yeah, so what are they doing? Are they like trying to figure it out or like scanning it? I can't remember what they're up to.
They're just trying to figure out what's going on. They're like, no sign of Mo, fucking this hole's appeared out of nowhere, the drill stopped. What the fuck's going on here? You know?
Yeah.
They're a bit shooketh, it seems.
And then the Earth starts attacking them as the Doctor.
Well, they turn back on the drill, and that's when the Earth starts attacking again. Yeah, some more cracks start appearing to the ground. Tony Mac, I'm going to call him Tony Mac because I like that. It sounds pretty cool.
It does sound quite cool, Tony Mac.
Yeah, Tony Mac, yeah. He falls into a little hole in the ground, and then Amy goes to help him, and then Amy falls into a hole in the ground, and she gets swallowed up by the Earth as well.
Tony,
scene?
Yeah, she manages to get Tony out of it, but she's in. I quite like that she's in the position because she went back to help someone. Like they were all running out of the room until Tony got kind of stuck in it. Amy gets pulled in under. The scene is really it's quite sad.
It's very sad, yeah.
Yeah, it's the way her eyes fill with tears and that Murray Gold starts doing that little fairy tale. Is it Amy's theme? What's that? Do you know what that song's called?
I don't know what it's called. No, I don't know if it's Amy's theme, but yeah, it's the fairy tale.
The one that they used a hell of a lot in 11th Hour.
Yeah.
And it's the tell Rory line. I don't know, man. It's just It's
and the
sad.
doctor's reaction as well. He's distraught, man. Of course he's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah. I like that after this kind of, it springs him into action. He was kind of like, he wasn't having fun before, but he was like, bouncing on the ground. I'll figure this out. But then as soon as Amy's gone, he's like, right, what the fuck is happening down there?
Yeah, no.
Let's get this going.
It's a very good performance from both Matt and Karen, who, frankly, always killing it. They're always doing good stuff. Back to Rory and the little Welsh boy.
Who loves Sherlock Holmes.
He is explaining his theory that the graves around here eat people, which is quite fun.
I do like that it's like, there's a Sherlock Holmes quote that he kind of rebuttals it with, but Rory's like, but that doesn't make any sense. What would be happening here? What is that?
It does make sense.
What, the graves eating people doesn't really make sense.
Okay, eating, no, but
Swallowing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. What is it? What does the kid say? Do you remember that Sherlock Holmes quote?
Yeah, it's a very famous quote. Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the solution. It's a very famous quote.
I haven't read Sherlock Holmes.
You don't need to have read Sherlock Holmes. It's a very famous quote.
Does
I've
Benedict
never read
Cumberbatch
Sherlock
say it?
Holmes. Yes.
Well, then I've heard it at some point. I just don't remember when. Does he say it too quickly?
No. Well,
Is
probably.
it text on screen in his mind palace?
No, he says it.
Does he text it to someone?
No.
And then say SH?
No, he doesn't. Stop this.
All right, yeah. So Rory's doing that kind of investigating, but meanwhile, kind of back over at the drill, the doctor is kind of like just scrambling off theories in his head, while the other two are just kind of looking on and like struggling to catch up because their entire world has just changed pretty drastically. I
really like the way Tony Mac says, like, you're not making any sense, man.
Yeah.
And the doctor just says, excuse me, I'm making perfect sense. You're just not keeping up.
Yeah, he's he's genuinely a bit like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I know way more about this than you do.
I'm so smarter than you dumb cunt. All right?
Yeah.
So don't even fucking dare question me.
While you're at it, Tony,
Okay?
why don't you back the fuck up?
The doctor can still hear drilling, despite the fact that the drill has stopped.
I wanted to bring this up, right?
Okay, well, now's your chance.
Because a mophism is attempted here, but fails to be executed
No,
properly.
this is different. It's not the same thing.
I think it's the same thing.
It's not the same because we don't hear it beforehand. Only the doctor hears it.
Yeah, but that's why it's not effective for me, right?
But
Like,
I don't think it's supposed to be. I don't think that's the intention behind it, though.
do you not? Because they literally do the reveal of, but you turn the drill off.
Yeah.
Quick zoom on the doctor. So why is it still drilling? Like,
Yeah, I
they
know.
go
I
for the
watched the
exact same.
episode.
Yeah, but they go for the exact same thing.
No, it seems
Except
different.
it's just the sound effect isn't there to make it land.
Yeah, but I don't know. It doesn't seem to be going for the same thing to me.
Okay.
Doesn't bother me.
It bothered me. I wrote
Okay.
a note on it and everything. I was like, I think someone failed them in the editing room here, Nathan.
Okay, well,
The
that's between you and
doesn't
your
land.
god.
Yeah,
It's not
well,
a mophism.
no, it's an attempted one.
I don't think it
And
is.
stop saying things are between me and my god as well. You've been on that recently, and it's fucking annoying.
Well,
It's just your get out of jail free card. You went through a phase of also saying something along the lines of they hated Jesus too for he spoke the truth. Whenever someone disagreed with you.
I'll still bring that out. Okay, this is true. Okay.
Oh gosh. Do I have these little phrases that I just get stuck into every once in a while?
Yes, but with you, it's more annoying in that, like,
Okay. Yeah.
you'll discover like a new sort of like a meme phrase, and then you'll just say it over and over and over again.
I got told
Oh, the
off.
thing that like really fucks me off with you, and it drives me insane. Okay, if I'm like, because you always do it when I'm trying to focus on stuff. Okay,
I know exactly what you're going to say.
Yeah, when I'm just trying to focus and I'm doing stuff, you're always just singing a song in the background, but you'll change the words to be like, say if you were singing, I don't know, Natasha Bedingfield. What's that Natasha Bedingfield song we just listened to? The rest is still unwritten. Staring at the blank page before. If you were singing that, you'd be like staring at your bum before you, because your bum is a bum and you are a big. You just do that, and to you, it's. I don't even know if you're aware that you're doing it, because it's like kind of just subconscious. But to me, when I'm trying to focus on something, it's the most infuriating shit in the world, because all I can hear is just you saying the word bum 7 times in my fucking ears.
It's not subconscious, but it's like it is. It's what I prefer to do when I don't know all the words to a song, so I'll just fill it in with other silly words that make me laugh.
Great.
I've never been in a scenario where the word bum hasn't made me laugh before, because it's an objectively funny word.
Okay, sure.
Do you not think so? If I said bum to you right now,
It's not making me laugh.
oh, you got a smile on. No one else can see the smile he's pulling.
I've always got a smile.
Oh, he's a friendly guy.
I am.
Oh well, I'm glad we annoy each other then. Yeah, I like that the Doctor. This is kind of a minor moment, but I quite like what it says about the Doctor, that when he hacks their data, he like sonics their screens to show all of the drill data and information at the same time. I like that for most people, they'd be like, right, give me like a screen per thing so I can work all this out and meticulously go through it. Whereas the Doctor just needs a symphony of bollocks. Like we saw last week how quickly he can't focus on something when things are too boring, when there's not enough going on. And I quite like that he says he puts them all on the same screen so that the data can speak to each other. And I just think that's very indicative of how his mind works. It's like it needs to be all over the place so that he can piece together what's important from the chaos.
Do you ever notice how he like scans stuff with his Sonic and then he like takes a look at it as if he's like reading? But there's no screen on it though. There's nothing like to read on the Sonic. But he'll always like take a close up look at it. Which
this is the thing with 11's Sonic, right? Not my favorite design, but my favorite use.
My favorite design. It's great.
I know you love it, right? But
it's great.
I know.
What's your favorite design? Go on, tell us. Oh, the Russell Weaver one.
No, it's the Sonic lipstick, actually.
No, it's
not.
not.
I do like the Sonic lipstick, though.
We all like the Sonic lipstick, all right?
I had the Sonic lipstick from Lorimer's.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
No, I like I like how he brandishes it. I like the flick of the wrist kind of thing. And sometimes I'm indifferent to it. Like I think sometimes it's a little bit too much. But when he gets it just right, when it's a quick little flick and an inspection, I like that a lot.
He always gets it just right.
I don't know. Sometimes I think there's a bit too much flair to it. Sometimes it's a bit over the top for me.
He's a flary Doctor.
Yeah, I know, but there's a...
You know what he's like?
I know.
He's very physical. He's all over the place.
I guess, yeah.
He can't control himself.
Nathan, there are 3 transports. There's 3 heat signatures that aren't quite heat signatures. Something's going up there.
Well, no, there's both registering as heat and cold as well.
There you go,
Hot and cold, yeah.
Like the Katy Perry single.
Like the Katy Perry single, yeah.
You
know, I watched the other day. I watched. I was going through a thing where I was bored the other day, so I started watching just old music videos.
Oh, I do that every now and again. It's good fun.
It is good fun. I was watching. I watched Katy Perry's Friday Night last Friday night. Good music video, good fun. It did make me laugh how like in this sort of late 2000s, early 2010s, there was this period where, and maybe it's still going on today, but I don't really watch music videos. But like there was just this very obvious moment of product placement just right in the middle of the music video, because like they just stopped to play fucking Just Dance in that music video.
Oh really?
And it's like, so they got the whole fucking promo logo on the screen as well while they're playing it, like in a way that no video game ever does. It was quite funny. Good song though.
What am I don't remember what my favorite music video. I quite like the California Girls Katy Perry music video. It's this big old sweetie land. No, not for the weird reasons.
You would, you pervert.
No, I like the fucking design of the world, Nathan. The aesthetics of the Candy Land.
I bet you do. Yeah.
And of course all the other stuff too. Ooh.
Yeah. All the breasts.
No.
He's rubbing his hands.
Nope.
That's why I said hands, Lawrence.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going there. So they've got 12 minutes so they need to get kind of outside, see what's going on. Basically, just get away from the drill because things are coming. He doesn't know what things are coming, but things are coming.
Things are on the way. I love the Doctor's got a big slingshot in his pocket.
I do as well.
He pulls out, because like this big like shield goes over them, and then he pulls out a slingshot to like just like throw something on it just to test it. Yes, and I don't know. I always love it when he just pulls a big thing out of his pockets, because they're bigger on the inside. He's got just loads of shit just laying around in there. So yeah. I like it when he pulls something out like that. It's good fun.
He must have made them bigger on the inside as well, by the way, because that's a jacket from a locker room.
Well, is it?
Yes.
Because that, well, is it?
Yes.
Because that jacket was left on the Byzantium.
Okay. So he just fashioned one made to be exactly like that one.
Again, it's the same place he got his blue suit from after the other Doctor stole it. So.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
So, yeah.
The BBC prop and costume department.
Yes.
Where no one asks any questions. I like that he slingshots the rock, big CGI rock.
Was there a big CGI rock?
Yeah, you missed that?
No, I wasn't paying attention to the rock.
The rock, it did one of them things where it just like zooms right at the camera. There's no way it wasn't CG. Otherwise, they broke the camera.
That makes perfect sense. Then they're not just going to break a camera for the shot, are they?
They should have done it. Or put a bit of cling film in front of it so it lands on the cling film. Makes it look like.
But then you'd see it bounce off the cling film.
Nah, you cut it just in time. Go to black. Editor's tricks, Nathan. Little illusions.
What would be the point of even doing that then?
Me and the confidential guys, we've got some stuff to tell you. All right.
All right, great.
Okay. I like that Rory comes over and is like, Doctor, the graves are eating people, and he just goes, "Not now, Rory." Just immediately shrugs him off.
I have fucking time for whatever that is. All right.
12 minutes on the clock, right? Okay, leave me alone.
Yeah. I do like the moment where Rory, like, asks, "Where's Amy?" And then the Doctor, like, gets a little bit awkward and is like, "All right, everyone inside the church." And then he's like, I'll get it back, and stuff. And then what I do like is I like that Rory gets to have a moment of anger. He gets to react and be emotional, as he has a right to. But then the Doctor is like, he says he'll get it back and that he needs Rory alongside him and stuff. And I like that, Rory kind of goes along with that. It's not like some big thing that's carried on throughout the episode. I like that Rory actually trusts the Doctor and is willing to listen and believe that he actually will get Amy back. And the best thing for Amy is her boys working together.
Yeah,
so
no, it's
like
true.
that.
There is this growth in trust because Vampires of Venice, he was straight up saying like, you are a danger to people. You are not good to be around, not safe. I don't trust you to look after people correctly. And he's kind of relaxed on that a little bit. Like you say, he's got the immediate emotional outburst because why wouldn't you have?
Of course.
Like your soon-to-be wife has just been swallowed up. Yeah. And I do like that in Confidential, there is that deleted scene that they cut for time where
it's a good scene.
It's a good scene, and I know that obviously it needed to get cut for the time and everything. They have a mandate to be done by a certain amount of time, obviously, but it's a shame because you get to see the Doctor's opinion on Rory as well. That's written in, so the intention is there in the episode that he likes him quite a lot, and he's one of the good ones. And I think that's because Rory calls him out on bollocks. Yeah. And like the Doctor, he has those awkward moments where he's a little bit uncomfortable telling Rory, "Oh, Amy might be dead, but I'm not sure." But at the same time, he knows that Rory will give it back to him, but also get on side. He's not above putting his ego aside just to what's best for the scenario to save Amy. So let's do that.
Of course. Yeah. It's good stuff. We love a king capable of growth. And in that case, that's both our kings here.
It's true. Yeah.
Two kings.
Good on them. Yeah.
Two beautiful kings. I want to give them both a little kiss.
Oh, and I do too, Nathan. Let's all kiss at the same time.
But that's for my own reasons.
Oh, okay.
That is unrelated to this. Anyway, Ambrose is not having a good time.
Oh, she's really, really not.
First of all, love the name Ambrose. Reminds me of a nice custard. Do you not think?
Yeah, it does.
It does, doesn't it? Like ambrosia custard.
It's exactly what I was thinking, but I couldn't connect the dots. Yeah. I know that's something.
Ambrosia custard. That's a thing, isn't it? I love that. It's nice. Yeah. But yeah, she's not having a good time. She's like, Hold on, last minute. Oh yeah, she's just a bit scared. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Her husband's disappeared, and the doctor kind of takes a moment to just reassure everyone. Where he does his little walk. I love Eleven's walk. Do you know his little
great walk? Yeah,
his little shuffly cool guy walk that he does. I love it so much when he does that.
It's a great walk. There's a lot of cool 11 moments in this episode. We haven't got to all of them yet, but he has some moments where he looks a very cool dude. Great Doctor Who moment when is it Elliot the kid?
Yeah, little Elliot. Like E.T.
Yeah. Yes. Stop bringing up little references and things.
Sorry.
You're making me laugh.
You know how my mind works.
I know. No, he kind of cuts through the silence a little bit and can you get my dad back? And it's and this is what I mean, right? These are those moments where it could slow down and it could be a bit dull here, but they just know what they're doing in terms of the Doctor kind of like nods to him and is like, I am the Doctor in the background, but it's a bit more of like a rockier version, a bit more like scrappy than we've heard it before. And it's just a good Doctor Who moment. I'm in this, I'm getting my friend back and I'm getting this kid's dad back.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Yeah, I got my team of weird people that I don't really know.
A crack team. We've got Tony Mack, an elderly man.
Yeah.
We've got Nazreem, a kind of elderly woman. Yeah. Don't want to be disrespectful. We've got Rory, who's also here. We've got
Rory's useful. He's asking people how they're doing.
He's doing good. Yeah. He's doing good. We've got a little Welsh boy. And that's all you need. Really.
He's a good thinker. He's watched a lot of Sherlock. He might come up useful.
He's listened to Sherlock. He's listening to the audiobooks, Lawrence.
Oh, okay. My mistake.
Yes.
He's got the
headphones.
headphones.
Not watched Sherlock. I don't think Sherlock was on yet.
We're going to have to find
2020.
out.
So.
Oh, yeah. So he's seen all of it then.
He's seen it all. He's seen the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what he thought about the dog sister woman.
The dog sister woman.
Who was also a friend.
I'm not getting into that again. I'm not getting into that.
I've got a note that says the Doctor. You said this, and it's kind of, I never noticed it before you said it, and it stuck with me watching season 5. This Doctor specifically has a way of making people feel quite special and individual and important.
I love it when I have an impact in legacy.
I feel like I've had certain impacts, but you just never give me the credit for it.
You've never had any kind of impact on me.
There it is, everyone. The bullying returns.
No!
Everyone pity me, please.
You love playing the victim on this podcast.
You don't make it fucking like hard, do you?
I know, but there's a difference though, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you play up to it.
Yeah, and also like we're very good friends, everyone. It's okay.
We're best friends.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I was the best man at his wedding for a reason, you know. I'm not like punching him, like, give me your fucking lunch money, nerd. I like also do this fucking podcast with me.
Yeah, I love the idea of us stopping recording and you're like, anyway, fuck off with you. Get out of my sight. But no, he makes Elliot feel quite special. He asks him to like write something down or like kind of mark a map or something. I can't remember exactly what the task is, but Elliot...
Well, you're jumping ahead a little bit, Lawrence, if you don't mind.
Oh, well, please.
Yes, because they need to set up some cameras and sensors all over the area. So they go find all their 2010 recording equipment and their little handheld VCR cameras and everything like that.
Yeah.
And which, to be fair, considering there is exactly one family who lives in this row of houses, okay,
yeah.
They pull out a surprisingly large amount of, to be honest, a suspiciously large amount of recording equipment to set up all over the village, considering there's one home that is occupied here.
We don't know what Ambrose does for a living.
I mean, no, we do. She does Meals on Wheels.
Oh, yeah, oh, God. Oh, so what's happening here then with all these cameras?
So, I don't know what's going on, but... yeah, some weird shit happening there.
Yeah, something untoward is occurring, I believe.
Quite possibly. Yeah, quite possibly. But yes, you're right. The Doctor asks Elliot to draw up a map pointing out where all the cameras and sensors are over the village. And this is where we find out that sweet little Elliot is in fact dyslexic.
Which is why he was having a hard time reading earlier on in the episode.
Yeah, reading the Gruffalo. Yeah. You know, this reminded me of... just to take a side note here to talk about my my other favourite topic, which is, of course, Glee.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You're going to get a whole podcast out of me with just these off-the-cuff tangents. Go on.
I'll get you to do it one day.
You never will, but that's fine.
I will. The people want it. Okay, the people are calling for it.
The people can have it. Someone else step up and host with Nathan.
They want us to do it. One of my favorite moments in Glee is where remember when Supergirl had the boyfriend? Okay, the boyfriend that wasn't Finn. There was New Finn. Do you remember New Finn?
New Finn. Oh, yeah, the next awkward brown-haired boy that can't dance.
And he was on the football team, and then he joined Glee Club, and it was Finn again.
Yeah,
but he was a younger New Finn, and he was dating Supergirl or whatever. But yeah, Supergirl, he had this moment where he confessed that he was dyslexic, but he was straight up fucking treated as if he was diagnosed with cancer.
Yeah, okay? I remember.
It was the straight up the fucking worst thing that could ever happen to him. He was he was his whole life was over because he was fucking dyslexic. He told her, and she went, "Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
What are you gonna do?" Let's all calm down, all right?
And I don't have dyslexia, not to minimize people that may struggle with it quite a fair bit, but this guy in Glee seems to have done okay in life up until this point. So not much will change, I'm sure.
Doctor even says it in this episode. Einstein had dyslexia.
Yeah.
Fucking Einstein, who went on to do some very notable and incredible things, okay?
Have you seen the movie Oppenheimer?
Shut the fuck up, okay?
Come on.
Okay, people with dyslexia isn't some kind of death sentence that means your whole life is over now.
Oh god, yeah.
It can certainly make things a struggle, and I'm not disparaging that at all. It absolutely will make things difficult and harder. But that's not to say that it's your life is over now because you have dyslexia.
It's
like Glee treated it.
Yeah, Glee. I mean, look, they were known for adding a flair of the dramatic to things. Glee.
That's a bit of an understatement, but yeah.
I think it's the understatement of the century, probably. Yeah.
It's a good fun time though, and I can't wait to discuss it more on Two Slushy Boys.
It's not even a good name. If it was a better name, I could be swayed. But
that's a good name.
It's not. It's a bad name.
What's wrong with Two Slushy Boys? A Glee Watch podcast.
I like a Glee Watch podcast. Right.
All right.
But this. No. And firstly, by the way, no one. Okay, I'm not doing it. Right. I'm just spitballing here. If I was hypothetically interested.
What if it was what if it was behind a Patreon paywall?
Well, here's the thing. I like money. So,
sign up to our Patreon for $1 a month.
No, $10.
No, that's too much.
It's way too much. Yeah, I mean $1 too much. Don't pay us.
Yeah, we'll do it for free.
Yeah, no.
He did it. Good. It's confirmed. It's launched.
If I was ever gonna do it, just Glee Watch. It's cleaner. It's like remove the just Facebook. Cleaner.
Fuck off with that. You keep mentioning this movie.
It's a good movie.
No, that's not enough. SEO, Lawrence, algorithms. We need to be searchable. It can't be just Glee Watch.
But then for the first 50 episodes of this, we were still got legs. 3 words that are just not going to appear when you search for Doctor Who anywhere.
Yeah, and what happened once we put a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast in there?
It got popular.
Okay, so... Yeah, well, it got more... Let's not get ahead. It got more popular.
It got more popular, yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing okay for a very minor league podcast.
Yeah. It's still very small time, okay?
Yeah, it's better than no one listening?
Yes.
Yeah. No one leave. Please.
Please. We need you.
Yeah. We're still at that precipice where this might be nothing. No, right. So I like this moment. He makes Elliot feel quite special. He says, the doctor goes, well, that's okay. I can't make a decent meringue. So draw like your life depended on it. Which I don't know. It's just a nice moment. And I like that. I've tried to track this video down. I don't know the event it's being held at, where Matt Smith in character as the Doctor, and it must have been around about season 10. 2010, because he's wearing.
I know what this is. This is the little boy with a hair.
Yeah, and he's like, yes. You can't see this, can you? And the little boy just goes, no, I can. And he's like, fuck. That's my improv done.
Yeah. It's very good. Yeah, because he's got no hair in that, hasn't he? Yeah. It's it's Doctor Who at the proms. It's
that's what it is. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's when he it's the proms, but it's a good fun scene.
Well, obviously we've seen it that's not obviously canon. That's just a fun thing Matt Smith did. But like that's fun, and you've seen it with Amelia. But this Doctor's really good with kids, and he's just like he's very good at just including them and making them feel like they're part of it.
100%. Yeah, I always like the Doctor taking a moment to reassure and make a child feel important and validated, because it's just a sweet little thing, and Matt Smith does it very well.
He does do it very, very well.
Yeah. The Doctor spanks Tony Mac.
Wait, hang on. Wait, is this after the cricket bat stuff?
No, I think it's before.
Did I miss something? Who gets spanked?
Well, spank is a bit strong. It's just a friendly pat on the bum.
Oh, is it? Okay, I definitely missed this. What happens?
Yeah, just gives him a pat on the bum.
Like, good job, Tony.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah.
Oh, God. Okay, that's quite nice, I guess.
Yeah, there you are. Bit of fun.
Bit of smack on the bum.
Yeah.
My next note is the Ambrose, the custard woman, brings over the weapons.
Yeah, the custard lady. She's got shovels. She's got a rifle and a stun gun as well.
Yeah, and amongst there's just like I guess some like rolling pins and some other miscellaneous stuff that you could swat someone with, I guess. Yeah.
Shovels and cricket bats and what have you. Yeah. I do enjoy the very calm way the Doctor tells her to put them away. Like, that's not how I do things. Put it away. Yeah. I'm asking nicely. Thank you.
I love that about. I think Matt Smith really understands the Doctor, like, and how to deliver those lines, because you can see in his eyes. There's a little bit of like, I will go through you. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I don't trust you immediately because of this. And there's a little. I wouldn't say it's a darkness, but there's in a weird kind of ironic way. He'd almost quite violently defend his right for pacifism, if that makes sense. Like, he seems like he would get very irate about someone else trying to be violent.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, it's a great delivery of put them away. Shut up.
Okay.
The way he says put them away, you're better than this is it's stern. It's a warning, not a friendly gesture, even though it's kind of said with a smile.
It's friendly, but yeah, there's a serious warning to it. Yeah.
Which I do like.
Another sweet moment with the Doctor and Elliot. They're talking again. Elliot, explains he wants to move away, live in a big city. And then, the Doctor says, "Oh yeah, he was the same." And Elliot, asks him if he ever misses it and stuff. And then Matt Smith just does this really great moment where he just takes a pause and he just says so much. And it's nothing. It's literally 2 words, but in just those 2 words, it's very small and very subtle. But Matt Smith really gets the point across that he does still have all that pain within him, all that pain and loss, and he is able to show that in just those 2 words.
He just doesn't. He doesn't sit down and go on about it as much as Ten does.
No, and he doesn't. He doesn't
pull out the flashback sequence of the Gallifrey Citadel. Yeah.
But it's still there. It's still a part of him, though, and it's still at the surface. And we see it a few times in this episode, but it's interesting.
And this is obviously a post end of time Doctor as well. So it's even sadder when you take in the context of he almost recently did get them back, and was like, I have to put a stop to this because you guys suck. Yeah. No, it's a really nice moment. And then Elliot also asks him if he's scared of monsters, and he just kind of, in a jovial way that's also, again, quite fun and also true, he goes, "Nah, they're scared of me." And I don't know, just, it's good, man. It's good. The writing is not overly complex here, but it's simple enough that it's just this is sweet. But
I'll tell you what I like about this line, okay? And I won't say too much, but you can take this line, okay, just this one line, "They're scared of me," and just, well, let's just say a bit of sizzle.
Yes.
Because
are you talking beyond this 2-parter?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Yeah, okay, then I'm with you.
Yeah. So bit of sizzle. In interesting ways as well. It gets dark, which is spooky.
It does. I've got a note. I don't know if you're going to tell me off for this note.
I probably will. Tony
is the ultimate Rizzler king.
Okay. So no about the darkness. You just straight
No,
away.
it says he sees the town kind of like getting dark all around him, and he just he obviously has a moment of clarity. I might die here tonight. Who knows what the future holds? And he just lays out a kiss and follows it up immediately with "like you didn't know." And I think this is incredibly brave for a man that could have gone a different way.
Could have very much gone a different way, but Nazarene was into it. She gives him another little kiss.
She was well up for it.
There you go.
Yeah. So unexpected kiss from Tony, the Rizzler King.
Stop saying the Rizzler King, okay? I don't like that.
The sonic screwdriver can't do wood.
Yes. Rory says that's a bit rubbish, to which the doctor says,
"Oi, don't diss the Sonic!"
I have a new button, everyone. And I will dole it out whenever Lawrence starts talking shit about the Sonic again. Okay?
Very good.
"Oi, don't diss the Sonic!"
Have you still got explain?
Yes, I do, Lawrence.
We really need to utilize this more.
I know.
Rory continues to be an unimpressed king. I quite like. He was like this on the TARDIS, just like, well, I mean, like Prisoner Zero was a big old freaking fish. And I saw a big eye come out of the sky.
I don't think he said any of that.
No, but like that in the TARDIS, he was like, since Prisoner Zero, I've done a bit of reading, and this kind of just makes sense now. Like he didn't have the usual reaction. Yeah. And I like that here he's also the same. He's just kind of like, well, it's clear limitation. He can't do wood. It's kind of shit.
You would like this moment.
I do like this. Do you know what? I think it's about time someone said it.
"Oi, don't diss the Sonic!"
Very good. Anyway, in and amongst everything going on, there's this great moment where Elliot is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah. He went to get his headphones.
Yeah, which we heard and we saw.
Yeah.
And the doctor kind of gives him a hand gesture. He's like, yeah, go on. Off you go.
Off you pop. Yeah. But yeah, he's not here. He's missing. And the doctor realizes he kind of fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, I like this because it's a fucking simple human mistake.
He's not human.
No, I know. And maybe that could be a theme of the episode, Nathan. Human behavior all around.
Maybe.
No, I like this. He was just he wasn't even too wrapped up in what he was doing. He just simply made an error. Like that was what was happening, that moment where he goes, who saw him last? And it's just, oh, I did. It's just, oh shit. Took my eye off.
It's an honest mistake, It
is an honest mistake, but it's he took his eye off the ball for 1 second.
Yeah.
And that's
true.
That's the consequence of that. It's good. It's interesting, I think.
It is true. We do then see Elliot being chased by a monster through the graveyard in the shadows. He's trying to get through the door, but it's stuck once again. It's an old wooden church door and stuff. Then the poor little Welsh boy is taken.
He is. He's gone. We get a little POV shot.
Yeah, through this we haven't really mentioned it, but we've had a few shots of the monster's point of view with some kind of lighting and visuals and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of like the it's like a kaleidoscope viewpoint meeting, the Predator POV where it can scan shit and it's like, here's some information.
Yeah,
it's like that kind of thing,
like the old infrared vision and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
I saw. Speaking of this, just talking about the POV of them, I saw. I've seen quite a fair few clips of classic Doctor Who, but I've never been as intrigued as to when they showed a Silurian appearance in Classic Who in Confidential, and it's
made me laugh so much.
But it's so goofy, but I loved it.
It's the shows when the Doctor first meets the Silurians, and it's the third Doctor, John Pertwee, who is great, by the way. You're talking about the Rizzler King. There you are right there.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, Tony's got to run for his money.
Okay, yeah. But there's a moment where the Silurian walks in and there's this big fucking 70s, so kind of rough looking lizard monster, and it plays this big dramatic music and everyone takes a second to be like and then the doctor just goes, hello, how do you do?
Yeah. It's a great little moment. It really tickled me.
It's very fun.
It got me excited when we do Classic Who, and the other moment they show as well is like the farmer seeing the Silurian for the first time, and he like calls over his wife to phone the police, and she's like, "I'll do it now," and he's like, "Go on then, woman."
Yeah.
And then he sees the Silurian, and there's just a big old. Again, you get that kind of simpler kaleidoscope viewpoint POV, while he just goes, "Ah!"
It's good stuff. I think we're gonna have a good time with Classic.
I think we will. Like,
Yeah.
I think we'll be able to laugh through some of the rougher patches, at least.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's charming.
Yeah.
It's of the era, you know?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Quaint and dated.
Yeah. The monster attacks Ambrose, clearly looking for a good bit of custard. And then she gets rescued by her old man, but the monster gives him a big licking.
Oh, Nathan, he's been hit with his own medicine, a bit of surprise tongue action.
Oh, no! Gives her the old licker tongue special.
Wait, what's his name? Tony Mack?
Tony Mack, yeah.
He's been macking on. That's a thing? People say macking? That's an American thing, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Tony's been macking.
Yeah.
Is that the right context for it?
Kind of.
Tony's been macking. I regret it. I regret saying it now.
I regret you saying it as well.
But yeah, honest. No, he does get hit with a big lizard lick thing.
Yeah.
And the doctor's got his sunnies on.
He does. The doctor puts on the sunglasses. Unsure if these are the same ones that 12 wears, but I like to think they are.
Yeah, I guess they could be. Yeah.
Yeah, no reason why not. They're not described as in a certain way, but, doesn't mean they can't be. Yes,
very true. They do have... They're not just regular sunglasses as well. They're like thermal vision, which is quite cool. I like that. It's just dark, and he's like, "I got just the thing for this in my my suit jacket."
Yeah, it's true.
And it's not the UV light. It goes for something different this time.
Yeah, and that's how he's able to figure out who he's up against. And I like the little "I know who they are."
It's so good.
It's good stuff, man. He's having fun with it.
Yeah, it's fucking man. It's good. It's a great delivery, and it's like it must be fun for him because that's the first moment this whole episode where he's gone like, okay, at least I know where I'm standing right now. I know what's kind of roughly what's happening. And I think there's probably a thing where like the heat signatures weren't the giveaway, and he was probably just like, oh fuck yeah, it's more of a game. Like, how did I not see this earlier with the cold blood thing?
Yeah.
Anyway, the fucking he and Rory throw one in the back of a van, Phil Mitchell brothers style.
They do, yeah. They trap one in the back of the Meals on Wheels van, which is quite fun.
He sprays him up with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah. And then it immediately becomes daytime again. So that's good fun.
That's always fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that they almost high five. Like, they go to high five. Yeah, but then they get interrupted by something else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it stops them. But they're bonding, Nathan. They're two kings, kind of.
They're two good mates.
Yeah, they're getting closer, which I like.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Amy's kind of just out of commission for this whole episode, really, isn't she? She's not really in it much. I mean, we see her now and again. We cut back to her occasionally, but yeah.
Well, this point in the episode is when we next see her, which is weird because it's like 5 minutes before the end. So, like,
yeah,
I don't know. Karen Gillan busy? I'm not sure. I don't know how much she's in it next week.
She's in it more next week, yeah.
Yeah, because they obviously they end roughly where she is, kind of thing. But like, yeah, it is strange that she's not really in it at all. But I think they also needed to give the Doctor and Rory that opportunity to
bit of bonding time.
Yeah, because if Amy's there, then Amy is the focus for both of them.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you see that in Vampires of Venice when Rory's like, they're vampires, and the Doctor's like, yeah, catch up, mate. We've already been discussing this. Anyway, yeah. So Amy's in her tank. She's being held hostage. I just love this about Amy. She's just giving them all both barrels. She's like, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to kick your butt, mate.
Like, the like scientist Silurian, he tells her to shush, and then she just goes, "You just fucking shush me."
Yeah.
How dare you? Okay, you do not fucking shush me. All right?
It's such a good little moment, which it just backfires entirely, and he obviously just goes, "Oh, just hit her with the gas, man." No, I'm not dealing with this. What are they like up there, eh?
That's good stuff. That's good stuff. The Doctor talks to the monster, the Silurian, in a great scene. First of all, he removes her mask, and we get a look at that beautiful makeup and the
Fucking
prosthetics.
incredible work.
So good, man.
Yeah.
Such a fucking amazing job. Oh my god, she's so hot. Did you not think?
She is. Of course she
She's
is.
so hot, man.
Oh, man. Yeah. Look,
It's awoke something in me, man. I don't know what, but
it's the sternness,
yeah.
I think. And, like, hey, I'm not going to tell you too much about myself on this podcast, right? But, like, but I'm in a hole here.
Oh no.
Like Amy, I have fallen into an inescapable hole.
Where is this guy?
No, but like I don't know. There's something in it a little bit where she's like, "I'll kill you."
Yeah.
She's being a bit nasty, and I'm like,
Hey, I
interesting.
know what you mean. It's appealing.
There's something about it.
We all want a nice, tall Scottish girl to be mean to us.
It's
all right?
true. Yeah, it's very true.
It's all we crave. All right.
No, I love this whole exchange. He takes the mask off. He calls her beautiful. It's the most friendly prisoner exchange negotiation of all time. Because the Doctor's like, we're obviously in a bit of a predicament here. I think we've misunderstood each other a smidge.
Yeah.
Look, we'll give you back. You give us ours.
Let's call it a day.
Yeah, we're right as
part as
rain.
friends.
Let's chill.
Yeah.
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 Um,
Alea's got other ideas.
This is the most interesting aspect of it. I can't wait for next week because I'm genuinely not lying when I say I cannot remember a fucking thing that happens in this. This is not part of Series 5 I've ever really watched back.
There you go.
I don't know. Maybe that's because I confused it with the Calm episode, which I'm almost certain I'm not a fan of.
Okay.
So
Well,
yeah,
that's next season.
yeah, we'll get there. But I don't know. I just think this is such an interesting aspect of it. It's someone that's like, we get this a little bit later, but someone that's willing to stoke the flames of a row, almost to be a martyr so that her end game is achieved. She wants the war. She wants back on what she perceives as something that was taken from her, and it was in a way. And there's not really, there's not. But the thing is, there's not really a clear cut answer to it, right? No one was really wronged.
Yes.
But you can see why they're pissed.
Yeah, it wasn't like her people were forced out of their lands.
Yeah.
And anything like that. It's more so that, like, well, I don't really know. Like, they went underground and then hibernated and then whatever. And
It's just that thing of ownership, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that. It's not like a colonization kind of thing.
No, not at all. I do like the moment where she tells the Doctor she's the last of her species. And then the Doctor just, like, immediately calls her out on that bullshit. And it's like, no. Don't even try this, okay? Because you're not going to win here. I'm the last of my species, all right?
Yeah. See, this is the thing. I don't want to tip my hat a little bit too early in terms of Chibnall opinions and, like, Chibnall in this show specifically. And by the way, when we get to that point of the show, we're not just going to trash it, all right? There are a lot of things to enjoy.
Yeah.
But no, I like, people say, like, oh, he's a bad writer, and I'm like, he wrote the line, "I'm the last of my kind. I know how it sits in the heart. Don't insult me." That's great Doctor Who stuff.
It's brilliant. Yeah. It's really good stuff. Yeah.
And it's like, it's obvious, but it's it's just that nature of, like you say, he immediately calls her on it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he has no reason to know she's lying.
It's that calm rage which Matt Smith does so well. That, you know, barely just above the surface sort of thing. Like, he's angry, but he's calm about it, which somehow makes it even more scary.
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
And Matt Smith is very good at that kind of stuff. Although he does say he hates to monologue, which is...
Yeah, just a lie.
Yeah, who are you fooling there, mate? Come on.
You're arguably
You
the
love a
Doctor
big
that loves it the
speech.
most. Yeah.
Yeah, you love a big speech, man. Come on.
I'd love to edit the clips together of just I do hate to monologue, and then just cut to him going, and then
Yeah, that'd be good stuff.
Yeah,
Alea says that people are attacked by the drill from her point of view. The Doctor basically decides that he needs to go down there and have a chat
Yeah.
all the big green boys.
He's like, hang on, I've picked a radicalized one to kidnap. This is not the one I can do negotiations with.
I've got an extremist here, boys. This isn't going to work out well. I need to go talk to someone more level-headed. Okay.
I didn't see how they tied her up, by the way. Like, how is she secured?
She's got her arms chained up, and that's like chained to the wall, I guess, or something.
Okay. I was wondering if there was like a little. He's pulled the Amy special out, where he just handcuffed her to a radiator or something.
No, I don't think so. No.
He's like, I tell you, I picked this one up a bit ago.
Yeah, he says they're not aliens; they're Earthlians, once known as the Silurians, the previous owners of the planet. So, yeah.
I like that line. This is filled with good little zingers, good little one-liners. This episode, I do like this overall concept though of how the Doctor is kind of. It's I don't. My head immediately went to Midnight, but it's less vitriolic. It's more. He is purely at the mercy of human behavior here.
There are some Midnight shades in here, also next week, but
yeah,
the seeds are starting to show of that kind of stuff.
There are, and you can. I like that in such little screen time, you can garner who has warmed to the Doctor's mannerisms and way of life more so than the others.
Yeah,
you can tell the ones that have had their eyes opened by this discovery that there's creatures out there, and the ones that are horrified about it. Anyway, the Doctor's going to be preoccupied. He has to go down to find a not extremist Silurian. So he tells them, and he just kind of implores them, please, you need to exemplify the best qualities of the human race. I need you guys to really pull together here, because no one else knows what's going on. You are really acting as the UN representatives right now.
It's true, yeah. And they kind of are, yeah. And he needs them to keep Alea alive. He mentions that specifically. She needs to be alive. So I'm sure that'll all be fine. So Nazreen says she's going with the Doctor. She gets her own little TARDIS moment, and I do think it's quite sweet how she kind of laughs and calls it fantastic, which was a good little. It was a warming moment. It warmed my heart just hearing that again.
It is good, man. Like it's a rare non-companion TARDIS reaction.
Yeah,
you don't get them all a lot, and I just love that her arc, and I think she's the most notable kind of side character of them, because she was there from the drill. She's been in it pretty much the whole episode.
She was in Yesterday as well. She was Thingy's mum in Yesterday.
The movie Yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, and they have that funny scene where he's like keeps trying to play fucking Let It Be or something for the first time.
Yes.
And they're like, hang on, your cousin's on the phone.
And Ed Sheeran's here and whatever's going on.
Yeah, and Ed Sheeran's here and he's so bitter about it.
They always told him someone else would come along.
Oh, God. Oh, just that scene, man.
It's so weird.
But just like they're making him say it, like it feels like there's such a weird moment of self-pity for no reason.
For anyone who doesn't know, there's a movie called Yesterday. We talked about it in another Happy Pod once, where the idea is that like some guy has an accident and then wakes up in a world where the Beatles never existed. So he just kind of like rewrites. He kind of just like re-releases all the Beatles music as his own, basically.
Yeah.
And then he meets Ed Sheeran, who kind of like takes him on tour with him because of this. And then they have like a little, I don't know, like a song off or something.
Yeah, it's like a little sing off, an improv song off, yeah.
Yeah, let's all quickly just write a song and then we'll see who's the best. And Ed Sheeran loses because he's up against the Beatles, okay? Yeah. And he just has this weird moment where he's just like, wow, they always said someone else would come along, as if Ed Sheeran has been told he's the greatest songwriter of all time.
And like also, we know that it's the joke, right? That they're making a self-pitying Ed Sheeran, right? But like it comes across as so weirdly authentic, and like Ed Sheeran can't act that well, so it really feels like Ed Sheeran is just leaving the party in a sulk.
It really does.
It's very strange.
Oh, I like that movie, but that is such a weird moment.
It's a fucking. But I mean, all of the Ed Sheeran sequences in that, it's just like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah, it's all quite strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dates it immediately as well. Like
it does.
That's a movie that feels strange to watch now, because you're like, I know Ed Sheeran's a massive name, but he's just making supermarket music now, isn't he? Like,
I don't think I've listened to anything Ed Sheeran's done since Divide. Maybe?
He finished the Maths saga. I know he did that.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't think I even listened to the last one.
Oh, and he this is the thing that got me, right? Ed Sheeran, I have immense respect for him. I think he's like so rhythmically talented, right? He's got
I like his music.
Yeah, he's genuinely incredible. I think some of his songs are a bit boring, but some stuff that he's made is genuinely really good. But he's such a corny guy. Like, because he did all the maths symbols, right? And then he released a documentary or an album, I can't remember. He released a body of work after all of his albums were out called The Sum of It All.
Okay.
And it was just, come on, dude.
That's kind of good. I respect
No,
that.
it's fun, but it's like, it's a little joke we'd make on a podcast. We wouldn't put a fucking documentary title out with it, would we?
I would.
Go and listen to Ed Sheeran then, if you love him so
I don't
much.
think there's anything wrong with that. He's got horrible tattoos.
Oh, God, he really does, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're so bad.
They could rival Ben Affleck's back Phoenix.
Could, yeah.
Or maybe form together.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like a weird puzzle thing, his tattoos, aren't they?
Yeah, they're too colourful. They're
Yeah.
weird and like...
It looks like he has an infection.
Yeah, they just don't look right.
Yeah. Strange.
Anyway.
No, what I was saying about Nazarene, right? She's like, she's been... I just loved seeing her from the start of the episode, because when the doctor walked in and he was like, I'm Professor Drill. I know all about drills. She was very much like, go the fuck away, dude. We know what we're doing.
Yeah, fuck off, gun.
Yeah, she wasn't standoffish at any point, but she had a closed worldview. And then the second it opened up to her, she was just been slowly getting inspired. And like, although it's crazy, right? Because everyone's had the worst fucking night of their lives in this scenario, right? But she's had a pretty good couple of hours or however long it's been, right? She's had her worldview expanded a little bit. She obviously likes the doctor and his kind of way of doing things and his life. She finds it interesting. Tony's given her a kiss. She's on board with that. Like, she's had a pretty good time. Yeah, but it is a big day for her. Yeah.
Yeah. It's all going on. Alea tells Rory and the other humans that one of them will kill her and her death will ignite a war. She's so hot, man. She's so hot.
To be mean.
Oh.
Is it that new girl, Jake Johnson line? It's like, stop being mean to me or I swear I'm going to fall in love with you.
Very much so.
But I like this. This is what I was saying earlier, right? She's egging it on. She almost wants to be a martyr just so that the war happens.
Yeah.
And she's saying that she knows which human will kill her. She's like, this is how it's going to go. One of you is going to kill me, and I know which one it is. And one of you will try to kiss me. I know what one that's going to be too.
It's me.
And me.
No. Tony Mack isn't doing so well.
No, he's got
Pulls
big
down
old
his
green
shirt.
veins.
Yeah, he's not doing so well. The big lick has had a bit of a bad effect on him. So
Not his first one, the second one.
come on now.
The jury's still out on how that one's going to play out.
Come on. Anyway, Nazarene and the Doctor find a settlement. Basically an entire civilization living below the Earth. Credits. There we go.
Yeah. Right. Did this episode ending feel real rushed all of a sudden? It kind of
It was at time.
Yeah, I know, but it felt like mid-scene. It felt like they were like, oh, there's a lot going on here. Yeah, dun, dun, dun. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck?
No, it felt like an ending to me. Because it was the kind of like pullback reveal sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't know. Just something about it to me felt off. It didn't feel like that. You know when you can smell an ending coming?
Yeah,
I didn't have that.
It does creep up on you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. It does creep up on you. It's not so much a telegraphed ending, like they often are. Anyway. Sorry. Did you...
I just wanted to see if you wanted to bring up the laugh that we had while picking out episode artwork. Because Mo's tied up next to Amy. He's been dissected already and explored. Right?
Yeah.
And then it's Amy's turn. And a big Silurian in a mask. Actually saying that, a very fitting 2020 mask.
there we go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Chris Chibnall knew. And he didn't stop it. Fucking hell, Chris Chibnall.
Fuck's sake, Chris Chibnall, you've done it again.
No, but he comes out with his syringe, and you and I had a good laugh about this a month or so back.
This will be the artwork for next week's episode, though.
Shall we hold off then?
Yeah, let's hold off.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I want to try to finish this under 1:45 if we can.
Oh, tidy.
Weirdo of the Week! Weirdo.
This is everyone's favourite segment of the show where we get to take a chance to look back on some of the weird and wonderful and grubby little characters who come across our screens each and every week. Lawrence, please, for the love of Lucifer, tell us all, who is your weirdo that you're choosing to celebrate this week?
Tony Mack himself.
Oh, okay.
Because if it
Why is
wasn't
that?
for the kissing, which would be
Yes.
enough to land him in weirdo alone, we have it on good authority and can infer as much that he would be a freak that would keep a zombie bite hidden.
Yes, fair. Yeah, it's the same sort of thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Let him know, man. This is obviously something pressing.
Yeah, you should probably tell someone about that. Yeah.
Rory's a nurse. Might be able to help out.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So
Yeah.
that's Tony. Tony's my little weirdo. Even though he is, Nathan, the ultimate Rizzler king.
Stop that. Ow. You're about to be my weirdo. Okay, so Lawrence, my weirdo is the entire production/makeup team for making Alea look so hot.
Okay, yeah. I think this might just be the actor is quite an attractive woman.
She's very attractive, but I don't know. I saw her in Confidential without the makeup, and Neve McIntosh is a great actress. She comes back to Doctor Who. She's in it for quite a bit going forward. Okay,
Yeah.
but hey. I want to fuck that lizard woman. All right? That's all I'm saying. Okay.
Oh, let it sit there. Let it soak in, everyone. Look, she's an attractive Silurian lady. All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
They did. I will give you this. They have gone for a. They have sexualized the horns. It feels.
No, they haven't though. They haven't. That's the thing. It's not a sexualized portrayal in any way. There's just something about it where I'm like, fuck, that's hot.
She's
man.
just mean, man. She's just a mean lady.
But she's hot. I want her to be mean to me. Everyone wants a tall girl to be mean to them.
Oh,
right?
this is one of them episodes where people yearn for the female perspective again, isn't it?
Oh, no.
Where they're just
It's just us getting horny.
what do you make of the ethics involved in this kind of this real?
Never
kind
mind
of,
that, Lawrence.
Yeah.
Let's talk about how hot this lizard woman is.
Oh god, yeah. Okay, right, lovely.
We're only human, all right?
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You told me to, just quickly as well before we do Still Got Thoughts. You told me to watch the Confidential because it has a nice, fun kind of look into the
Post-prod.
yeah the post prod of it all, and it's really good. It's really interesting.
It is.
I
It's
love
good, isn't
seeing
it?
Foley artists slapping chairs and shit.
Yeah.
It's like your job is breaking lettuce. That's incredible.
It's so much fun. I'd love to be a Foley artist. I'd be horrible at it, but it'd be
Yeah.
good stuff. I'd
Because
have a good fun time.
I would do the noise, but then you'd have to cut it because you'd have me being like, "Oh, that sounded nice."
Yeah,
Like
true.
I wouldn't hide my satisfaction sounds.
Also, how disappointing do you think it would be, if you're playing the Doctor and the first time you get handed the new Sonic on set? How disappointing do you think it would be if you lit it up and then it just doesn't make the sound? Because obviously it doesn't make the sound. They can't have that.
Yeah.
But then you're like, oh,
I must have known this, but a part of me always thought it did.
yeah,
That they were
No,
that they made it go wee 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 wee. I love that he's got the
obviously
synthesizer in that, and he's
oh yeah,
changing the
plays
pitch
with
of it. I'd never considered when he moves the Sonic, you'd want it to make a different sound just to give it the effect of it's moving somewhere,
Yeah,
moving about.
Yeah.
Good
good
stuff.
episode. Good Confidential. Yeah.
Indeed.
Anyway,
Okay, I thought for some reason you'd forgotten that we don't have a button because you went anyway and turned your whole body. I was like, Nathan, you won't find one.
I'm just waiting for you.
Nathan, it is that time of the show where the audience get to have their say. What happens is Nathan will tweet out a post, let you guys know what episode we're recording and when, and then our lovely loyal listeners get to send in their thoughts and we can read out a handful of them. So starting with the tweets, this first one comes in from at the Howler on Twitter. And I think you might like this one.
Okay.
The conflict I have of being grossed out by lizards but attracted to the Silurians is definitely a talk for the therapist's couch.
Yeah, that's accurate. It's fair.
It's true, right? Because lizards are
Yeah.
gross and weird, yeah.
They're not gross. They're
An acquired taste.
You don't like lizards?
My brother used to have a gecko, which I quite liked, but other lizards creep me out.
I like a lizard.
Yeah. I like the gecko, but he's dead now.
I like this lizard.
He had a gecko wife. My brother
want
bought a
this gecko
second
wife.
gecko. Anyway, Nathan, it's the return of Greg Cactus Face.
Ah, the legend himself.
Indeed. And obviously we had the two. We had the horse thing and the baseball thing. I won't spoil which one this is because the reveal certainly hit me. Anyway, this episode features hostages and hostage taking by both teams, the humans and the lizard people. During the Iran hostage crisis of 1979, 52 Americans were held hostage. After the hostages were released, they were gifted lifetime passes to Major League Baseball games.
Jesus fucking.
He's been he's been away for a couple of weeks, but Greg Cactus Face always comes through with an interesting thing.
Greg is welcome to take as much time away as they need, and fucking hell, we absolutely love them. And hey, hit it out of the park with that one.
Oh,
It's my
very
little
good,
baseball
Nate.
pun. Yeah.
And Dion Evans comes in on Twitter and says, the best Doctor Who adventure set in Wales. I think it's a great part 1 with some scary scenes and a good mystery. That right. The Eon Boys? IAWN?
What?
Da Eon Boys. Let me show you. You might have to cut around this.
Yeah, no, that's Welsh. I don't know, I can't speak Welsh. It's I'm gonna look it up though. Like, probably means like good job, boys, or something.
Nice.
Means well done.
There
in
we
Welsh.
go. Well done, boys.
Yeah. Diolch yn fawr. That's thank you in Welsh. Lawrence, you wouldn't know that.
I wouldn't know. I don't speak Welsh.
Yeah. Well, Dion. Well, I don't know if Dion speaks Welsh, but he knows what that is in Welsh.
It's my favourite fucking quote from I've rewatched Gavin and Stacey recently, and she goes, "Wherefore to you go?" And he goes, "No, what's that?" do you mean where am I going? Well, just say that then. Either speak English or learn Welsh.
She says where to's you going, not where for to you going.
Oh, all right. She says summon. All right. Do you know what? Leave me alone. I'm not telling you fun.
Where to's you going?
No, shut up. Anyway, I hope Lawrence doesn't hate it because it's set in Wales with Welsh people. Sunglasses in the dark is a great look, and it's got a gif of Matt Smith from this episode with the sunnies on.
All very true, including the part about you hating Welsh people.
Nope.
And hey, Dion would know. Beautiful Welsh person himself. So
Fine.
yep. There you go. He admitted it.
No.
You just did. You just said fine.
No, no, Nathan, I keep digging myself into a hole.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thanks.
Is that all the tweets?
That is all the tweets. What's going on in the land of emails?
Beautiful stuff. Well, Lawrence, this email is from Nina Blaubrook. I might have pronounced that wrong. I do apologise. Hi, Nathan and his companion, Lawrence.
That's me.
My unsolicited opinion of The Hungry Earth is that it's a bit of a dud of a two-parter, especially between the two bangers, Amy's Choice and Vincent and the Doctor. Watching The Hungry Earth feels like taking a journey to the centre of the Earth, but instead of lava monsters, you find disgruntled miners and a cranky Doctor. It's like the TARDIS took a wrong turn at Albuquerque and ended up in a Welsh coal mine. That's kind of what happened a little bit.
Is he that cranky?
He's a little bit cranky. He's not full on cranky, but he has his moments, doesn't he?
Yeah, I guess. I never put him down as cranky. I think there's quite a few sweet moments in this.
There are, definitely are. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. There was still some classic Who moments. The Doctor's trademark wit, Amy being her fearless self, and Rory being, well, Rory. But compared to the emotional roller coaster of the episodes flanking it, The Hungry Earth felt more like a leisurely stroll through the Welsh countryside than a pulse-pounding adventure through time and space. Yes, but I think that's fine, though. I think it's fine to have changes in pace and to have a bit of a slower, more in-depth one sometimes.
I also think this does toe the line quite nicely of it being a smaller concept episode, but the pacing feels urgent. It's set in quite a quaint small town, but it feels like life or death stakes quite a lot.
Again, town is generous. But hey, every journey has its slowest stretches, right? And I'm sure you'll find plenty of juicy nuggets to sink your teeth into as you dissect this episode on the podcast. Can't wait to hear your perspectives. Maybe you'll convince me to give it another go. Cheers, Nina. P.S. And let's not forget the hilarious fact that this episode is supposed to take place in 2020, yet they mention a global population of 6 billion. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I think
vastly different now.
Yeah. vastly underestimating how quickly we have bred. So
Goodness.
there you go.
And the Silurians coming here certainly won't help it.
What?
Sex with Silurians was the joke.
Oh, okay. I see. I'll cut that one out, I reckon.
Why?
Didn't land.
Yeah, because you didn't get it.
Yeah, I'll cut it out, I reckon.
Oh, and Nathan. Oh, you got censorship at its finest.
Well, who will ever know? This one is from the Dan Beaver, aka our good friend Leia. Hello. Been a while, hasn't it? Sorry for not writing in a while. Been swamped up and all sorts of stuff, such as fighting with robots and such. Please tell me at least one of you has vague memories of watching Robot Wars. It's basically that. I used to watch Robot Wars.
I love Robot Wars, yeah.
Yeah, it was good stuff. You love it? You still watch it?
No, I realised my error. No, I liked it because it was just a fucking microwave part or something strapped onto a fucking little robot car.
Yeah, it was basically just like little fucking like RC cars.
Yeah.
And then they've just like attached like a big fucking chainsaw to it.
Yeah,
and
they put
like,
a cardboard box on it and then stuck like microwave doors and spoons on it and shit.
Yeah, it was always wild. It was good stuff.
It was.
Yeah, so anyway, basically that all going to the Who shop in London. You ever been to the Who shop?
I haven't.
No, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. There's it's like I went like about 10 years ago now. I only went once. It's like near sort of like West Ham area.
Okay.
And yeah, it's like run by like a couple who like lifelong Doctor Who fans and stuff, and they've kind of like they've built like their own like little museum in the back of the shop, which you can go and have a tour through, and it's got like Dalek props and TARDIS consoles and costumes and everything like this, and it's amazing. It's so much fun. If anyone hasn't been, I'd really recommend going to check it out. I was talking to the guy for ages when I went. He's like a really nice guy, and I think he mentioned that he's even been in a few episodes as like extras and background artists and stuff as well. And yeah, both of them just like lifelong fans and just really awesome people. So
that sounds really cool. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's a good fun place. So everyone go check that out if you haven't.
Well, does it hold a candle to Lorimer's?
It's so much better than Lorimer's, all right?
We'll see.
Yeah, not your fucking... Anyway, now that I'm doing less exciting things again, I'm finally able to watch an episode and write in before it's too late. So, The Hungry Earth. It was a good episode, I reckon. I always liked the idea behind the Silurians, and I felt that the Doctor's intense wish for coexistence between humans and Silurians rang rather strong, considering what happened when he faced them in his third incarnation. Brackets, if you don't know what happened, consider this a bit of a sizzle for in 10 years. I like that. I like the very stripped back feel of the supporting cast, and I'm very interested to see how they interact with the captured Silurian next week. I loved Rory getting a moment with the Doctor similar to what Amy had when Rory died last week. And I very much like to see the Doctor and Rory alone together. However, I did feel like characters kind of just reacted to things because the script demanded it. Whether it's the project leaders accepting the Doctor being the Doctor way too quickly, or the mother taking a concerning amount of time to notice her son was missing. Interesting.
Yeah. No, there's... Sorry, I didn't know if you were going to just keep going or not. I didn't want to cut in. I know you want to get this one wrapped pretty quick.
It's fine, go on.
No, I like that. It does feel like this kind of... The plot just happens around people, but I think the trade-off for that is that the pacing would have had to have been a bit slower for those moments to land more. And I'm way more into this being a kind of speedy run.
Yeah, me too. My weird of the week goes to Mo, the man who, despite working long, lonely, boring hours as a night watchman, appears to have only brought famously a short Buck the Gruffalo for entertainment. At least put on a podcast, mate. To be fair, I think his son put the book in there. Wasn't that the idea?
Yeah, his son gave him the book.
Yeah, it's a cute little thing to like be like, I'm thinking of you, sort of thing.
Yeah, he may have had he may have had his headphones.
Oh,
You've seen how much tech they have at their home. They've definitely got more than 2 pairs of headphones at home.
Yeah.
And also 2020, the gear that AHP launched, so there's a fair chance he could be listening to us. It's
true. Yeah. Put it on there. You'll have a great time.
Yeah, with that unlistenable set of episodes from 2020.
Look, they're not today's quality.
No,
that's for sure.
No.
Anyways, I've been waffling for a bit, but let's get that trivia going. Look out for the fake piece. As always, Leah does some great trivia, and one of them is fake. So it's up to us to figure out which one that is. This first one is from Army of Ghosts. If Davies, I assume that's Russell, had visited the set earlier, we could have had a very different companion in Series 3. Davies had gone on record to say that if he had seen Freema Agyeman's performance as Adiola sooner, he would have rewritten the story so that she survived and became the next companion. As it stood, a compromise was met, bringing her back as Martha Jones and establishing her as Adiola's identical-looking cousin.
That's suspicious.
Not sure about that.
That's just not how production works.
Yeah, I don't know.
She would have got a chance to read for Martha because of appearing in this episode.
I mean, maybe. We don't know.
No, it still rings fishy to me, that one.
Yeah, it does. Doomsday. This episode got one of the highest honours it could get, being directly praised by the original series producer Verity Lambert. That sounds true. According to Julie Gardner, when Rose says, "I love you," the Doctor was going to say it back. This does clash with another trivia point for Journey's End, but we'll get to that in a few months. And Russell was genuinely considered killing off Rose entirely, but was advised not to by producer Phil Collinson, who claimed there would be riots in the streets. That sounds right. I feel like sometimes Russell does need to be reined in a little bit.
He does, but I'm almost certain I've heard him in a confidential saying he would never consider actually killing Rose. But then that's when the episode's written. You can say whatever you want at that point.
It's true.
Yeah. I don't know.
The Runaway Bride, the scene where Donna finds Rose's top would have led to the Doctor angrily throwing it out of the TARDIS door into space. This was cut due to seeming far too melodramatic. And the climax was originally going to take place at Stonehenge. Davies was unable to come with a decent reason for Stonehenge's involvement, and the idea was abandoned. Quite a few, I know, but you'll do fine. By Leah. There you go. What are you feeling? I'm sticking with that first Army of Ghosts one myself.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I'm going to go with the second one because we have to have different ones so one of us can win or lose. But my first choice probably would have been the first one too.
So the second one being that the episode got one of the highest honours it could get. Praised.
So I mean the third one, the 10 throwing Rose's thing out the door.
Okay, well that's not the third. That's like the fifth.
And now I'm lost. I'm doing for the Rose one.
Okay, the scene where Donna finds Rose's top would have led to the Doctor angrily throwing out the TARDIS door and into space.
Yes, that's the one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay, you're going with that one. Well, there we go. We'll find out in the Discord, I guess. So everyone join the Discord if you want to know.
I always forget that we never find out the answer here, and I'm like, God damn!
I know, it's so unsatisfying, isn't it? Okay, and this last email here is from our good friend Jay. Aloha, Lawrence and Nathan.
Yeah, so I've been signing off some of the emails I've been responding to with Lawrence and Nathan.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you're both having a good week. I don't have much context for the community opinion on this two-parter, and honestly, I'm glad for that while writing this. I absolutely adore this two-parter. It's not without its issues, of which there are many, but for once, I don't care. I have so much fun. The Hungry Earth, I think this episode is so much fun, and I don't have many episodes that I put my nostalgia blinders on for in seasons 5 and 6, but this episode and its second half are the ones. I think Eleven's personality, hope, and whimsy really fit the episode, and I love the addition of a character flaw when he is too busy to consider the safety of Elliot. I think the reintroduction of the Silurians in this episode is interesting, though the bulk of that is next week's deal, so I'll save my thoughts for them. The guest cast are probably one of the most fleshed out and interesting of all Chibnall's DW scripts, and they help make the episode work. Weird of the week for this episode is 100% 2020 Amy and Rory, two time travelers who presumably understand how fragile time is, risk causing a temporal event just to wave at themselves. Weird. Bit of fun though. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'm up for it. I also of any of the companions to not listen, Rory wouldn't care and Amy wouldn't. Like, she'd be like, I don't fucking care. I'm just gonna do what I want.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I love that moment of the Doctor having a character flaw. It's a really standout, good moment.
Well, there we go. I didn't listen to what you said, by the way. Sorry.
I knew you didn't. That's why I let it sit there. I knew you were fucking just going.
I was reading. Sorry.
You fucking bitch.
Anyways, more trivia time. Title. The working title for this episode was "The Ground Beneath Their Feet." Seems. I don't know if we do we get a fake one with Jay usually. I don't know. Let's try to figure it out.
Oh yeah.
Matt Smith celebrated his 27th birthday during the filming of this episode. I know that's true.
That's true.
Confidential. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Happy birthday, Matt
and
Smith.
And his mum was very happy with all the crew for getting him a cake.
They made a fuss over.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
It's so cute, isn't it? It's like when remember that thing with they interviewed his granddad on Confidential or something, and he was like, my grandson's Doctor Who.
Oh yeah, he's a celebrity in the local pub now.
Yeah, and he's like, and someone wanted his autograph because he was related to Matt Smith. Yeah.
Yeah. That's sweet. This is the first on-screen Silurian story to feature a female member of the species. Sounds about right, if I'm being honest. The complicated episode had a running time of 60 minutes, requiring over 15 minutes of footage to be removed, so it fits the broadcast slot. Accurate, again.
That's true.
Confidential. Originally, it was these armadillo-like dinosaurs who were responsible for the abductions, and the holes in the ground were their roots to the surface. One reason for their inclusion was to allow the Silurians to remain unseen until the end of the episode. Much like how Doctor Who and the Silurians had delayed the creature's first appearance until its third episode. However, it soon became clear that the budget would not accommodate both computer animation for the armosaurs and the sophisticated prosthetics necessary for the Silurians.
That's definitely true. That was in Confidential.
Was it?
Yeah, it was. No, it was genuinely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the effects people said that they'd already started conceptualizing some stuff, but then it came down the line that it was not going to be in the episode.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, there you go. Stephen Moffat chose Chris Chibnall to write this two-parter based on the strength of the episode. He wrote for Torchwood, Adrift, Fragments, and Exit Wounds.
Fuck off. Was Fragments Chris Chibnall?
It was, apparently.
Fragments is one of my favourite Torchwood episodes, and I haven't revisited it
and
in
here
some
you are
years.
claiming how much you hate Chris Chibnall.
Well, we should have stopped 2020's COVID, Nathan. I'm on record. He obviously knew.
Two of the Silurian names were corruptions of Doctor Who personal. Two of the Silurian names were corruptions of Doctor Who personnel. Malachi for Malcolm Hulk and Restak for Terrence Dix. I guess that makes sense.
Sure.
No trivia for last week's, I'm afraid. We'll put it on the Discord server. Probably already have by the time you see this. Hope you're doing great, Jay. Thank you very much, Jay. Look, there's no mention of a fake one, so I don't know if Jay, if that's a thing. I'm sure that was a thing at some point with Jay, but maybe I'm getting my wires crossed with Leia.
I
Leia.
might be too.
Leia.
Yeah.
I'm getting my wires crossed. I'm saying Leia. It's Leia. My mistake. I do apologize. Anyway, that's emails for this week.
He just loves Star Wars too much, everyone.
I was also thinking of a Leia from this episode, the hot lizard woman that I want to fuck. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
All right. Okay.
Anyway,
that's it. Everyone go home.
Yeah, everyone. Well, let's allow them to, Nathan, by letting them know that we thank them very much for listening. And if they have enjoyed the show, then please feel free to leave us a 5-star review. It'd be very much appreciated, and you can do that through your podcast platform of choice. However, as you always know, that Apple is a good one. They allow you to write a little message where you can let us know what you think of the show. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at StillGotLegsPod. Be sure to go over there, check out what's going on, all the cool things that are going on over there, as well as you can drop your thoughts on the next episode we're covering on the show. If, however, you are not on social media, fear not. You can send your thoughts into stillgotlegspodcast@gmail.com. Each week we pick out a handful of responses as you've just heard and read them out. So it's a good bit of fun. Also, like Nathan mentioned, there is a Discord server, lots of good stuff going on in there, lots of trivia reveals. You'll finally know which one of us was right or wrong. And Nathan, we have another podcast as well, don't we?
We certainly do, Lawrence. It's called Another Happy Pod. It's our pop culture podcast where every week we take a look at something going on in that realm, whether it be movies, TV shows, video games, or what have you. We have a bloody good fun time doing it. This last week, we checked out Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, the Ultimate Edition cut. And next week, we will be discussing her.
Like, oh, yeah, and that's right, everyone. The Minecraft villagers.
Her. So there you go.
Yeah, good bit of fun. Go and listen to that if you like. We're not your mum. Anyway, we'll see you. Well, Nathan is, that's true. We will see you next Monday at 10 a.m., everyone. In the meantime, stay cool.
Goodbye, I love you.
Oh, fuck.